Hello everybody and welcome back. I just wanted to make a quick video talking about the Chinese Massacre of 1871. For those of you who don't know, Leo might have mentioned this before back in our collab videos, but right now I'm recording it on October 24th, and that is the day when it happened. I actually just left a candlelight procession at the Chinese American Museum, and it was very emotional. I just wanted to create more awareness about what happened. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, a Chinese massacre actually did happen. There actually used to be a time when East Asian people were a lot more subjugated and a lot more oppressed and a lot more discriminated against overtly. We usually hear narratives nowadays of Latinx people and Black people facing very brutal and awful violence from police people, usually. And that definitely doesn't happen that much with lighter skinned people and with East Asian people like me. It was actually the largest lynching event in history, not something from the KKK or in the Deep South. It was right here in LA in front of a lot of Chinese Americans. And over 500 people participated in this mob, from what I understand. And this mass lynching left 18 Chinese tortured and dead. Some of the people from that mob were convicted, but off of a technicality, from what I understand, all of them were acquitted and all of them were released. That makes me even more angry, and that makes me even more sad that the justice system is so malleable when it comes to people of color. And again, you see that happening today. This is textbook racial injustice, right? Like a group being attacked and killed and murdered just for what they look like, and then the justice system being able to cheat the system in order to let the people go that did it. There were kids that were lynched. Everybody was talking about how there was this one doctor who was super successful. He begged for his life in both English and Spanish, and they still shot him in the mouth, and they chopped off his finger because he had a ring. And it honestly just baffles me how I didn't know about this event until very recently. Leo's the one that taught me about the Chinese Massacre. And I know that a lot of other Asian American people, or just people in general, don't know about this event, and it's very sad. The location of the Chinese American Museum, it's around where the lynchings happened. And just being in that space, it was very visceral for me. Just imagining what people that look like me had to go through in those moments, the terror that they faced. And if you think about it, the bigotry and the hatred and the violence that came from the Chinese Massacre, it actually maps directly onto all of the racial unrest that you see now, especially with police brutality. The Chinese Americans, ever since Asian Americans have come over, we're constantly being told that we need to go back to where we came from. I don't want to call it a double standard, but it feels like one, where it's like, when I complain about injustice, people tell me that I had nothing to complain about and that I have it perfect because I'm Asian. And even though I'm more privileged than a lot of other people of color groups, that this doesn't mean that I don't feel pain, and this doesn't mean I'm trying to invalidate any other group's struggles at all. You know, a lot of people tell me that I don't have any problems because I'm Asian and I'm basically white, but at the same time, when I complain about something, they'll also tell me that if I don't like it, I can just leave and go back to where I came from. Even though where I came from is here, because I was born here. I am an American, and I am not necessarily, I'm not a hyphen. I deserve to be here just as much as everyone else does. Also, we can go into the whole irony of white people telling me to go home because white people came here and killed Native Americans to take this land, so they technically need to go home too. Even though that this event was obviously very sobering, very sad, and very real. But it's events like these and learning as much as I can about my people's history that always prompts me to want to take my right to vote very seriously. Voting is one of the ways that I can use my voice on an equal playing field for the most part with everybody else. I want to fight for a better world always. Just submitted my voting ballot, and I'm really, really happy that I did it. And I definitely think that knowing about these events, it prompts you to not be apathetic about politics. It makes you want to fight really hard to make sure that this shit doesn't happen again. And the only way that we can make sure that it doesn't happen again is to never forget events like this and to always honor the memory of the people that lost their lives unfairly. I'm going to try to leave some resources about the Chinese Massacre in the description. This is just supposed to be a quick video to honor all of the people that died and to honor all of my forefathers and foremothers that came before me to make my life the way that it is now, and to fight for an easier life for the next generation. And I'm hoping to take that torch and to pave the way for the next generation as well. I hope you learned something from this, and I hope that you try your best to raise awareness about it elsewhere. Thank you. Bye.